In this video, we're talking about what do you do when what you want isn't working out? When you can't get what you want, what do you do? Find out. Watching a movie and just making videos. Plus, I drank a little wine, so I'm a little buzzed right now. I feel nice, though. I feel real nice. And I was thinking about what should we do when things aren't going our way, right? We're going after something, you're going after something, and it just seems out of your grasp, and you can't quite figure out how do you get it? How do you get what you want? There's lots of different approaches that you should make. Changes to the approach that you're taking. Changes are always necessary. But I want to talk about two things at the same time right now. Number one is being persistent. Excuse me, let me show you real quick. Check this out. That's where the sound's coming from, watching a big movie. But two things I want you to think about. Number one, being persistent. And number two, changing your approach as much as possible. As much as possible. I remember there was this girl I wanted to date back in the day. I remember going to see a friend of mine who worked at the nightclub at the Palms Casino. He was a doorman. And he said, hey, that girl would never, ever date you. And I was like, why wouldn't she date me? And he says, she was this really beautiful blonde girl, right? White girl. And he said, man, she only dates thugs. Like, she likes Tupac and like Bone Thugs and Harmony, like old school hip hop gangster rap groups. And obviously I'm not a thug, I'm not a gangster rap member. But I said, you know what, man, forget all that, man. I'm gonna get this girl. So I went after her, and sure enough, yeah, she gave me the cold shoulder. She wanted nothing to do with me. She didn't give me the time of day. So I kept thinking, okay, how can I talk to her? And I kept trying to change my approach. Nothing was working. So one, I kept being persistent. Two, I kept changing my approach. This went on for God, man, it seemed like forever. It was like 2 months. And then finally, I got her talking to me. And she said, she needed somebody to watch her dog. She was moving from an apartment to a different apartment, and they didn't take dogs. She needed somebody to watch her dog. Without even thinking, I said, I'll watch your dog. I didn't even know what kind of dog it was, I'll watch it. Because I'm thinking, if I got to watch a dog, she's got to come over. She got to talk to me. This is my way in, So I started watching her dog. And it was a pit bull, by the way, which terrified me at first because I didn't know things were going to snap on me or she'd been using it for fighting because she was like a, gangster-ass thug girl. And anyways, I started watching the dog thinking, okay, let me call her, let me, give me a reason to call her all the time where it's not about her. I'll be calling about the dog and then she'll have to come over, see her dog. It's just a way to get her to come over. But then she didn't even care about her dog. So I got this pit bull. She's never calling me. She's not coming by. So this is 6, 7, 8 months down the road. Now I got a brand new dog that actually turned out to be an awesome dog that I fell in love with. But I kept changing my approach and being persistent, until finally, almost a year later, she came over to my house. We went out, got her drunk, and then, long story short, it went well. And she was like, at the end of it all, she was like, did you plan this? I'm like, plan it? No. But I was persistent, and I kept changing my approach. And that's what we got to do. We got to be persistent. We got to change our approach to whatever it is, whether it's getting somebody to want to be with us, or whether it's a job, or whether it's a career. And sometimes it could be years. Sometimes it could be so long. But changing your approach and being persistent, Whatever you want, you can get it. But you got to change your approach and be persistent. Change your approach and be persistent. And if you do those two things simultaneously, you'll get what you want. Eventually, you'll have a breakthrough. Even if what you want doesn't want you to begin with. You can get it, but you got to change your approach and be persistent. God bless you and good luck.